Hi, I'm Dr. Jackson Crawford. I'm instructor of Nordic Studies and Nordic Program Coordinator at the University of Colorado Boulder. I'm back today in beautiful Boulder, Colorado for another video on a topic in Norse language and myth. The vocabulary of weapons and armor in Old Norse is extensive and often reveals to us the interesting circumstances of Viking life in early medieval Europe. Much of Scandinavia is relatively iron poor, and so weapons made with iron or steel were relatively rare and probably items that belonged for the most part to more privileged strata of society. Because of the relative scarcity of iron, your average raider would be equipped with weapons that were made mostly of wood, such as spears or axes. Spears and axes also, of course, double as tools that are handy for other purposes. Spears for hunting, axes for chopping firewood, etc. Words for spear include spjot, geir, and many others, including the specialized atgeir, which is something like a halberd with a stabbing and slicing blade. Words for axes include the basic word yx or yxi, which is related, of course, to the English word axe, and then some special terms like breið yxi, broad axe, and occasionally you see some kind of poetic, comical terms for axe like skegg, which means beard. That can often mean axe, especially in poetic language. The basic word for sword is sverd, cognate with the English word for sword. There's also the word makir, which is a very old word, cognate with a word for sword that we find in Gothic. And then, of course, individual swords often have names. These can range from things like toe biter, heel biter, things like that, to on runic inscriptions we find names like Tester. One of the most famous Elder Futhark inscriptions, and one of the very oldest, is the spear, actually, that's called Rauniyaz, the Tester. Of course, the Norse fighter also often was equipped with a shield, Old Norse skjoldr. He probably wore, if he was reasonably well off, a brynja, a chainmail shirt or jacket. And of course, his helmet was his hjolmur. In this video, I have used reconstructed Old Norse pronunciation. I have videos about Old Norse reconstructed pronunciation as well as modern Icelandic pronunciation on this channel, which I'll link in a card in the top right. From the beautiful American West, I'm wishing you all the best.